this time. Yes. Thanks for stopping by this video, guys, and welcome along. Whether you've seen any of my vlogs before, or whether you're new to the channel, everyone's very welcome. Today, we're back at a venue I visited before, and that is the brilliant Torridge Carp Lakes. And we're having another crack at the lovely Shepherd's Lake. There are some absolutely beautiful fish that reside in this lake, so I'd love to get my hands on one or two of those. Last time we were here, I was fishing in Shepherd's Corner down at the far end to my right, and we managed to slip a 24-pound common out literally right at the death, right at the squeaky bum time. I'd like to be able to slip one out before that, ideally. So whether or not I can go one better, maybe get two, or whether I can just get one earlier in the session, that would be ideal. After a walk around this morning, guys, I settled on a swim called the Old Horse Pond, simply because when I was stood here, I saw a few shows and I didn't see much activity anywhere else, so it was a pretty simple decision. It's a nice swim, plenty of water out in front of me. Weather-wise, it's another lovely day. Not quite the 30, but still lovely. And I've got a nice breeze blowing down to my right. Now, because I've only fished this being my second time, I'm not sure whether the heat or the wind have any effect on the fish, or whether that's a good sign or not. So that's something you learn after a few times, isn't it? In terms of other people here, there was one chap on the same bank as me, a couple swims up. He hadn't had anything, and I think he's heading off a bit later today. And he said there was a chap up in the swim called, I think it's called the Convenient, and he had had a couple. So that was another reason why I came more down this end. I thought with the lines in the water there, the pressure, I was hoping the fish might have pushed down this way with the wind. This is the opening gambit as far as rigs and bait go, guys. All three are on tubing down to leg clips. On the left hand side there, I've got one with more of a distance lead because it's a bit of a longer chuck. On my left hand side, that's going to be, I've got a spinner rig with half a dumbbell wafter topped off with a bit of yellow corn and a small bag of mixed pallet. In the middle there, I've got a standard hair rig, half a 15mm boilie and a 10mm boilie with a bag of pellet and mixed boilie in there. And that is the link boilies. And on the right hand side there, I've got a spinner rig with a cell, 14mm cell, topped off with a pink. That's got a bag of pellet and boilie mix. Just about to put out the last rod. It's my left hand side one, and I'm going towards those lilies where I saw those fish turn. Hopefully. Beautiful. Right, let's talk rod placement. This morning when I did a lap, and actually when I was setting up the rods, I did see a few shows. I saw a couple of shows right on that far margin towards those lilies and the reeds back there. And I saw one down to my right on that closest island. So my left hand rod, I have gone straight towards those lilies. I'm not super tight, I'm probably about a rod length off. If I don't pick up anything here, I can always put it a bit tighter. My middle rod, I've gone to the left hand side of that island in the middle and about halfway across. The only reason I've done that is because last time I was here, I did see a fair bit of movement in and around that area. My right hand rod, I've gone to the closest island on the right there, and I'm about a half rod length off to the left. Right, just going to talk bait with you guys. This is very similar to what I've done in my previous vlogs. So on the left hand side there, I've got 10mm and 15mm cell, and they've been soaking in that stick mix cell liquid, and I've also this morning chucked a little bit of the smart cell liquid in there. Behind that, I've got the spot and PVA mixed pellet. To the right of that, I've got the link 10mm and a few handfuls of leftover Odyssey XXX, and they've been soaking in the stick mix liquid. To the right of that, I've got the sticky bloodworm pellets, and also I'm using one of the krill dumbbell wafters, topped off with a bit of corn. In my mesh bags, I'm using a mixture of pellet, so it's the mainline ones, the sticky ones, and I've got a little bit left over of the Al Aqua from my previous trip to Thatcher's. So I'm just mixing that up, making small bags of mixed pellet, a couple of chopped boilies, and that's how they're going out. The sun's really starting to beat down now. It's quite warm, feeling all sticky. I've chucked the boilie up to give myself some shelter. I'm not sure I can be able to stand it in a bivvy, so I might just sleep under this tonight. I've just spoken to the bailiff. He's been around. We've had a chat. He says it's been relatively slow. There's been some fish coming out, but it's more of a drip feed rather than quite a few. So, to be fair, it's been like that wherever I've been in the last few weeks. To be fair, it's been tough going everywhere. I guess it's just to do with the temperature. We've had this really warm spell, so I'm presuming the fish are just taking advantage of that and sitting in the upper layers and just absorbing that heat. That's not ideal, is it? So if I can just slip one out in the next 24 hours, I think I would have done really well. Just gone 4 o'clock, guys. I got here around 10. I didn't get the rods out till around half 11ish, so they've probably been in the water around 4 to 5 hours. I'm going to change them in about half an hour's time, so they're ready and fresh for the evening bite time, or hopefully the evening bite time. We've had some cloud come over, so the sun isn't quite as hot at the moment, so hopefully that helps. The breeze has picked up again slightly. I've not seen any shows for the last couple of hours, so I'm presuming they've just been sat in the heat. I think I'll probably stick to my original locations where I've had the bait. Right, it's my right hand side rod. Last cast for this evening's bite time. Just seen a fish roll to the right of the island. I'm just on the left. Fingers crossed. A few freebies. Right, guys, just thought I'd give you a rundown of the venue. So I'm at Torridge Carp Lakes, and I'm currently on Shepherd's. They do have 2 day ticket lakes, and I have covered both in previous vlogs, so please go back and watch them if you've not seen those. Today we're on Shepherd's, and Shepherd's is around 3 acres in size. The depths range from 2 foot up to 10 foot. There's plenty of features within the lake to fish to. Sunken bars, plateaus, you've got the weed beds and the lilies, the islands, the margins, lots of things to fish to. The stock, 140 fish, up to a current lake record of just over 44 pound, I believe, which was just pre-spawning. There's 9 spacious pegs, all got a good amount of water in front of them. They're laid out well, they're hard underfoot. There's a hard gravel track which runs the whole length of the lake here, so access is easy. Just be aware that the track is slightly slopey, so hold on to your barrows. There's a car park at the top end where you come in, and then there's a car park at the bottom end. If you're fishing up on Shepherd's and you're fishing the first, I think it's 4 swims down to where I am, you park up that end. And if you're fishing Old Meadow or the 2 or 3 bottom pegs on Shepherd's, you park at the bottom. Also at the back of each peg there is a lake poster with all the pegs with the boundaries, and also there is some no fishing zones, so please check those before you cast in. Up at the main gate also, that's where the toilet is, that's where you pay for your tickets, and also that's where you do your dipping of the nets, mats and slings. I'll link the lake website down below in the description, and I'll also put their Facebook page up there. Go and give it a follow and look at the fish that have been coming out. There's some brilliant ones in here. Big up the farmers. Always out doing a good job. Must be pretty warm in there too. Thanks for all the hard work, guys and girls. just knocking up some mesh bags, ready for the last light cast. I always like to go into the period overnight with some fresh bags out there, some fresh bait, some fresh hook bait. I guess there is some advantages just to leaving what you've got out there, but I always find I feel better in myself if I know that I've changed it, because I've got that period of 6 or 7 hours overnight where, unless I catch, they're going to be out there. So nothing to report from this afternoon, I'm afraid. The shows really did slow up. Only in the last hour or so, I've heard a few more in my general area. So there's still fish movement. I'm still relatively confident there's a bite out there. When it's cooled down now, I can feel it. The temperature's definitely dropping. Hopefully the coolness will get the fish's heads down on the bait and we can slip one out overnight. Just want to say, come on England, we can knock these Mexicans out tonight. It's been a bit slow so far for us, hasn't it? But tonight's the night. Just finished recasting all the rods, ready for the overnight period. It's almost last light, you might not look it, but it is. All went back up pretty well, so confident of a bite overnight. Just tick past midnight, guys. Nothing to report up till now. I can still hear some fish movement out there, which is always positive. Sleeping out under the stars tonight. Just got the old brolly up. Feels a little bit like old times. If I don't catch anything tonight, I'll give you an update in the morning. Half 6 in the morning, guys. Nothing to report overnight, I'm afraid. All felt really quiet, actually. The only good thing was England won. Did do most of that, so I've not had much sleep. Got it packing up around 9:30, so right in the last knockings. Fingers crossed it'll throw us up a late one like it did last time. Kited left. Luckily for me, there's no one in the next door swim. Didn't fancy the net that time. He's hanging on. I think he's ready.
This time. Yes. $24.5. Would you believe it, guys? Right at the death again. 24.5 pound of beautiful, fully scaled mirror. That is an absolute corker. I made up with that. I seriously thought it was going to be a blank, going on the recent form here, being a bit slow, and the really hot weather. But that one has saved the day and made my session. That is a beautiful fish. Beautiful. Let's get her back. Absolutely stunning fish, that one. Take the sling with you, buddy. There you go. Thank you. Finally all packed up, guys. Oh, crazy. It feels like a carbon copy of the last time I fished here. You know, you wait literally 24 hours and then in that last moment you get a take. I mean, it adds to the excitement, right? But keeps you on your edge. But absolutely buzzing with that though. It's been a great session. Really warm day, so I am glad I got one. It has been reasonably slow, so that is a real good session. I appreciate if you watched all this video, and if you guys are out over the next week or two, please take some suntan lotion and take plenty of water. Anyway, I appreciate you all for watching. Thanks for coming to the end of the video. I'm not sure where I'll be, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have another one to show you. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.